Hey everybody, sending you all lots and lots of love today. So I've been thinking a lot and doing a lot of reading recently about just kind of stepping into this higher self, stepping into the I am presence, the God self, whatever it is that you want to call it. And in particular, I've been reading lots of things, like anything kind of channeled by the Ascended Masters, I love to read. If nothing else, just for the energy that comes through when you're doing so. And they all talk about, trying to control your thoughts, focusing on positivity, focusing on things that you want to create in your world, being love, anchoring love, trying to embody that energy all the time. And they are, of course, absolutely correct in all these things. And we all know that really this is the goal that we're trying to get to. But the reality of day-to-day life at the moment can make it very, very challenging to actually hold that. And of course, the energy at the moment, we are right in this window between the solstice, the June solstice, and the Lion's Gate. The Lion's Gate now is officially open, and that energy is starting to pour through, building up until the 8th of August. That we are being pushed so hard at the moment. This period of time is always intense, but this year just seems to be on a whole nother level. And this is bringing up lots of things for people, stuff from past lives, from this life, kind of really deep-seated traumas for a lot of people that we've been facing for a very long time. And of course, it's a good thing because it's an opportunity to push through these things, overcome them, and have a big step forward. But it's also incredibly challenging to face all of this. And I, of course, have been trying to hold this vibration that I've been reading about, the Ascended Masters are talking about, trying to stay in my I am presence, trying to be love at all times. But it's conflicting quite massively with, the processes that I'm going through in this window of time. I'm having lots of kind of past life trauma come up. I'm having stuff from my own childhood coming up, and an awful lot of emotions that, quite frankly, a lot of the time I don't even know where they're coming from. You just have these kind of overwhelming waves of feelings. It can be really hard to manage, and of course that pulls you away from this state of mind that you're trying to remain in. It's a really hard balance, and when you read these things, these channeled messages from the Ascended Masters, in particular, there's a lot from Saint Germain. They tell you that this is the state that you need to be in, but they very rarely talk about the day-to-day stuff that we're going through, and particularly, of course, this ascension process that we're going through is completely unprecedented. So how do we try and balance that? Do we essentially try and deny the feelings? But of course that's never healthy. We don't want to bottle things up because they just grow. We don't really want it just kind of to completely take over us and run wild and make it impossible for us to do anything on a day-to-day basis. How do we manage that? So I sat down today and I thought, well, okay, let's see what Saint Germain has to say on this subject. And this is what he said. I'll write it all down for you. In the beginning, there was truth, pure unbridled truth. There was no illusion, no distraction, no false reflection. You were a physical manifestation of the unending love of the Great Father. But as lifetimes go on, and the world you have known flowed through its cyclic rhythm from dark to light, there came pain, beautiful healing pain, which paved the way for spiritual growth and at an unprecedented level. But pain nonetheless. And while it is so that you are not your pain, the feeling that comes with it can at times be a distraction from the truth that is hard to ignore. And through the healing pain, it brings you closer once again to the ultimate truth. And so the pain does not draw one away from the mighty God self within, but instead it offers a path of enlightenment, to understand oneself better, and to understand others better. And that is the ultimate path of a healer in any form. For it is through shared experience that allows for deeper connection and the opportunity to be of service. And so I say yes, feel the pain, acknowledge it, and then release it to the mighty Godhead. Do not identify with it. Do not let it control how you present yourself to the outer, or in fact, your inner world. See it for what it is, an opportunity for growth, and then return to the mighty I am within, for that is your truth, and through its conscious acknowledgement, all things are possible. In loving light, St Germaine. So my main takeaway from that really is it's okay to be feeling the pain. You know, what we're going through at the moment is part of the process. And in clearing these things that we have accrued from lifetime after lifetime, or even from this lifetime, it raises our vibration. It teaches us. We learn from it. We learn perhaps how other people feel. We learn about who we are at a deeper level, and we grow from it. And that will in turn raises our vibration. We're ticking boxes off of the Ascension checklist, you know, all of the things that we're supposed to have experienced in a lifetime. We're ticking them on and resolving them. And we are closing long-held chapters of karma, you know, things that could have been started in a I don't know, 500 years ago, for instance. That we are then closing that door. We are learning from it. We're gaining good karma because we've achieved it, and then we're able to move on from it and then get on with the rest of our lives. So yeah, as he says, acknowledge the pain, feel the pain, but then let it go. You know, you can ask whoever it is that you work with on a regular basis to help you take this pain away. You know, whether it's the angels, whether it's the Ascended Masters, God himself, the dragons, unicorns, any particular deities perhaps that you follow, whoever it is, you can just offer that over, say, I don't want this anymore, help me. In particular, you can also call on the Intergalactic Council and the Board of Karma. You can ask them for a dispensation to release you of this pain. You know, say that you no longer wish to carry this anymore. Can they just allow you to let it go? And then hand it over to them. And whatever it is that you need to do to let it go, whether that's, you know, sometimes an initiation that you have to go through, that will manifest the circumstances for that to happen. If you are able to just let it go, they will help you do the energetic work to do that, or perhaps they'll bring someone into your life, and through that shared experience, you will do that together. So really, I guess that's kind of all I've got to say today. But really, I just want to acknowledge the journey that you're going through. And I want you to know that you're not alone, whatever it is that you're facing through this period of time. You're not alone. It's perfectly acceptable what you're feeling. It's okay to feel it. And that things are going to get better. I shared a message a couple of days ago from the Council of 12 in my email newsletter. It also went out on my social media channels. You know, we are still in this window of time. The Lion's Gate remains open for a period after the 8th of August, and we're going to kind of be seeing its effect through the bulk of August. We're going through a massive transition period planet-wise, with loads and loads of people waking up. This is going to have a profound effect on us, you know, as a planetary level, not just on individual levels. So we are still going to be facing a bit of a turbulent month. So just be good to yourself, really. I put out a video last week about self-love. You know, all of that stuff applies. Just try and take the time to honour yourself if you are going through this. I know so many people are at the moment, which is why I wanted to share this today. But things are going to get better as well, whatever's going on, really, all of it is happening for the highest good at the moment, and all of this is really positive action. And we are turning a corridor that we've been working for such a long time to get to a certain point, and we are literally at the turning point now. So, you know, hold the light, keep the faith, and be love, and everything's going to be all right. I hope whatever you're going through, you are thriving. And just a very quick shout out, actually, a couple of workshops coming up. Part 3 of the Path to Freedom, Thursday night this week, all about self-love, overcoming the blocks of self-love. We're going to do some inner child work in that as well, which is such an important part of that, and really downloading a divine blueprint of what self-love should be, so that we can really take a big leap forward in that manner. Of course, on the 8th of August as well, my brother Tim Wilde and I are presenting for the Lions Gate, which is always an amazing experience, and I cannot wait for that. So I'm really looking forward to seeing some of you there. I'll pop the links for both of those in the description down below. And I'll see you all again very soon. Sending you all so much love. Bye.